You feel it, even without understanding. In the silence of the night, when the city falls asleep and routine no longer stifles your perception, there's a strange vibration in the air, almost imperceptible to the eyes, but undeniable to those gifted with sensitivity. It's as if the fabric of the world, for brief moments, becomes thinner, revealing mysterious cracks, invisible portals through which cosmic whispers pass. To the distracted, everything remains the same. To you, it does not. Something pulses differently. The nights grow denser, dreams take on vivid colors, and presences, once mere flickers, now make themselves felt at the foot of your bed in a sudden chill, in an inexplicable premonition. Perhaps you've woken with a start, feeling a voiceless call, an invitation echoing in your soul, making your heart beat to a different rhythm. Or maybe you've noticed a string of coincidences, people appearing at the exact right moment, messages that seem written just for you, improbable encounters that ignite a spark of purpose. No, it's not your imagination. The universe is alive, and in this very cycle, portals of communication between worlds open for those with attentive eyes and ready hearts. The rare planetary alignment creates breaches, tears, open veils, and invites the sensitive to cross beyond the obvious. It's natural to feel your body tremble, to sense an electricity hovering over the environment, as if each breath carried particles from another plane. These symptoms, the chills, the fleeting visions, the feeling of being watched when no one is around, are legitimate spiritual signs. Don't treat yourself as an outlier. Treat yourself as someone capable of perceiving subtleties that escape most. You are witnessing the sacred, touching the inexplicable. The earth itself recognizes your awakened presence, and the sky, for a brief moment, seems to lean in to whisper ancestral truths to your ear. Acknowledge it. If the strange is becoming familiar, if synchronicities have increased, if nostalgia for something you've never lived visits you in the early hours, you are part of this call. It's not coincidence nor delusion. It's the response to a deep search, an echo of past lives, a wave from your guides urging you to accept the role of sentinel at this portal. Allow yourself to dive into this mystery, legitimize the subtle experiences, and accept, without resistance, the honor and weight of perceiving what so many ignore. Before we continue, if this video is resonating with you, take a moment to subscribe, like, and share your experiences in the comments. Your participation strengthens our esoteric circle and helps spread this message to more seekers. Have you ever felt a sudden urge to withdraw, to gather your energy, and disappear from the noise of the world? It's not escape, it's preparation. Before every great esoteric revelation, there is a time of profound silence, a kind of secret invitation to retreat. In this period, the soul seeks shelter, the body craves stillness, and the mind longs to forget external pressures. Don't be surprised if, during this planetary alignment, you feel the urge to close doors, silence conversations, and seek places where no one can reach you. This ancient call has echoed in the footsteps of oracles, mages, shamans, and energy guardians through the ages. Historically, the great holders of esoteric knowledge always went through long winters of isolation before sharing a truth or receiving a mission. It's not imposed solitude. It's an intuitive choice. There is a mysterious wisdom in retreat. There, the veil between worlds grows thinner, inner voices grow louder, and signs from the invisible become clear. When you vanish from the radar, it's not because you're giving up. It's because you're being shaped by forces operating beyond the surface. The cocoon is sacred. It transforms vulnerability into power and silence into an oracle. Many will try to convince you that isolation is a sign of weakness or withdrawal. Don't carry that burden. Understand, every energy guardian is called at some point to step back to align with their own field, strengthen their defenses, and listen to the hidden language of the universe. absence from the crowds, gradually reveals what truly vibrates within you. In silence, you learn to hear what the world cannot say. In withdrawal, you discover the limits of your power and the scope of your call. So if in this cycle of open portals you feel the impulse to retreat, to protect your essence, and tend to your energetic territory, accept it without guilt. This movement is not invisible to the universe. It is, in fact, the preparation ritual of the guardians, those about to emerge with new clarity, a new mission, a new light in their eyes. Know that this time of silence connects you to an ancestral lineage of seekers, and that all solitude, when respected, transforms into a portal to your true potency. Have you noticed how, in the days leading up to great transformations, everything around you seems to take on a hidden meaning? Signs begin to appear, weaving an invisible web of messages between you and the universe. The clock shows repeating numbers. Synchronicities insist on appearing, and seemingly random conversations bring exactly the words you needed to hear. It's as if reality becomes a great oracle, responding gently to questions only your heart knows. During periods of rare alignment, this synchronicity intensifies. Déjà vu become more frequent. Unexpected encounters carry a magnetic charge. Objects fall or appear out of nowhere, awakening an expanded state of awareness. Nothing is random. The universe, with its subtle language, draws closer to speak through details that escape the control of logic. For the awakened sensitive, every sign is a clue, every coincidence a response. Random events are, in truth, answers to ancient requests of your soul, invitations to remember who you are and the path you've already walked. Don't underestimate the importance of these messages. A bird crossing your path, a song playing at the perfect moment, a name appearing repeatedly. These are communications between planes. The universe speaks to you in fragments, symbols, small revelations that only make sense when received with respect and attention. Recognize the esoteric game in every detail, legitimize your sharp perception, and allow yourself to play with the clues life places before your eyes. Make this cycle a sacred time to record signs. Write down in a journal every number, every word, every strange sensation that repeats. No sign is too small when your eyes and heart are open. This record is not just memory, it's a map of your awakening, a trace of a silent dance between your soul and the great mystery. The more you recognize and value these touches of the invisible, the more the universe opens, the more portals expand, and the clearer the voice of your own destiny becomes. Have you ever felt an inexplicable longing for something you've never lived? A strange affinity for distant cultures, ancient symbols, or rituals that feel familiar without logical explanation? In cycles of great alignments, these sensations intensify, as if internal portals were activated and dormant voices called from within. These are not just vague memories. They are signs that your spiritual lineage is being touched, awakening ancient codes in the DNA of your soul. There are heritages that transcend blood and visible genealogy. In dense, dream-filled nights, scenes from past lives may emerge as fragments of a forgotten film, bringing impressions of other times, intuitive gifts that arise without warning, or even fears with no root in your current story. These are echoes of an energetic ancestry, a call from your soul clans to recognize your role in cosmic movements far older than you imagine. Ascended masters, guides, soul siblings, they all manifest when the universe decides to activate dormant lineages. The feeling of disconnection, of not belonging, or of searching for something yet unnamed is, in truth, a longing for your cosmic origins. Each alignment cycle is an opportunity to access memories, gifts, and missions that were once yours in other times and places. Don't doubt the power of these subtle calls. They are internal compasses, awakening abilities, facilitating reunions, and paving the way for experiences that seem magical but are merely your destiny finding its course. Allow yourself to hear the call of your past lives without fear, self-sabotage, or judgment. Accept the arrival of mysterious symbols, vivid dreams, and déjà vu sensations as gifts from your expanding spirit. The universe invites you now to reclaim lost parts of yourself, unite fragments of your being, and embrace the mission to continue a lineage of wisdom that has crossed ages. Feel part of this hidden flow, honor the codes awakening in you, and recognize the call of past lives is also a call to the future. Have you noticed how your sensitivity, long seen as weakness or excess, begins to reveal new value in the face of esoteric awakening? What makes you cry at a sunset, tremble at a song, or feel the weight of environments and people is not a burden. It's sacred raw material, ready to be transmuted into spiritual power. In the secret laboratory of the soul, every intense emotion, every wave of anxiety, every silent tear becomes fuel for your inner alchemy. True alchemy doesn't happen only in grand rituals, but in daily sensory experiences. Transforming pain into strength, fear into intuition, chaos into creativity, this is the path of the sensitive mage. When you allow yourself to embrace your emotions without resistance, naming and giving space to each sensation, energy begins to flow more freely, opening channels to dormant gifts. There is no shame in intensity, there is potential. The more you feel, the greater the energetic reservoir you can channel for your own and the collective good. Experiment with small, esoteric practices of transmutation. Visualize light entering through your pores as you breathe deeply. Let herbal baths cleanse not just your body, but the subtle field around you. Touch a crystal, letting it absorb or amplify what pulses within you. Allow candles, incense, sounds, and scents to participate in your healing process. Meditation and writing are golden keys to transform pain into wisdom and weight into lightness. In this cycle of portals, remember, the greater your sensitivity, the greater your power to channel transformative energy. Your feelings, however overwhelming they may seem, are raw gifts, waiting for a conscious gaze to direct them. By learning to dance with your own intensity, you become an alchemist of yourself, capable of healing wounds, inspiring others, and activating currents of light that reverberate beyond your individual field. Honor your sensitivity. In it lies the secret of your strength. Have you noticed how, in certain cycles of activation, people enter your life with an inexplicable intensity, as if they were missing pieces of your spiritual puzzle? These are not ordinary encounters. They are soul reunions. True signs that spiritual tribes are being summoned again under the invisible orchestra of the universe. Destiny ensures that those vibrating in resonance with your deepest essence cross your path with precise synchronicity. These spiritual alliances transcend the logic of social affinities or blood ties. They are ancient pacts, rekindled by a collective call that pulses strongly when esoteric portals open. Mentors appear as beacons in dark nights. Soul friends cross your path with words that touch your oldest memories. Groups form as circles of healing and learning. You feel you belong finally to a living network, a web of light where each presence strengthens the other's journey. The reunion with your tribe is neither chance nor a privilege reserved for a few. It's part of the collective awakening the universe promotes in moments of great energetic transition. The more you allow yourself to be authentic, the more easily you recognize those who carry the same call in their gaze, gesture, or story. And when these souls meet, the activation is immediate. Deep conversations, instant recognition, a sense of suspended time, and a trust that defies explanation. Allow yourself to be found and to seek your tribe. Connect with lightness, but honor the importance of these bonds. Know that each new connection is a seed of a great support network, learning and elevation. When we unite, we strengthen the portal, amplify the awakening, and spread together the energy that transforms the invisible into a real presence. Recognize, you are a point of light in this great spiritual alliance, and each reunion is a celebration of the mystery. Have you noticed how some people cross your path awakening intense emotions? Sometimes comfort, sometimes discomfort, even a magnetic attraction or an inexplicable rejection. These encounters are not random. They are cosmic mirrors, living surfaces that reflect the hidden layers of your being. During cycles of alignment and portal openings, these mirrors become even clearer, revealing hidden gifts, dormant wounds, and forgotten talents. The universe, with its silent wisdom, places before you those capable of activating dormant parts of your spirit. A glance, a word, even a conflict serve as tools to bring to light what is ready to be recognized, healed, or amplified. The other awakens in you what you may have denied, repressed, or lacked the courage to manifest. Every intense relationship, whether of love or tension, is an invitation to dive deeply into esoteric self-knowledge. Be attentive. The person who unsettles you may be showing a fear of yours, a forgotten shadow, or even a gift waiting to be embraced. The one who inspires you is a reflection of dormant potential, calling for the manifestation of a greater light. Don't flee from the mirror. Look with respect, embrace the lesson, and allow each interaction to be a step on the path of your awakening. No one enters your orbit by chance in this cycle. In this period of rare alignment, reflect on the relationships that have stirred your emotions the most. Write down, observe, question. What did each person teach you about yourself? What gifts or pains came to the surface? What parts of your essence were touched, challenged, or activated? Esoteric self-knowledge is, above all, the art of embracing all mirrors, even the most uncomfortable, as indispensable allies in the process of spiritual evolution. The other, after all, is a portal to your own mystery. You are living a rare moment where subtle portals open and your sensitivity can be transformed into living strength. To make the most of this cycle of activation, it's essential to bring the sacred into the everyday, creating rituals and practices that connect your body, mind, and soul to the greater flow of the universe. Don't wait for grand external ceremonies. True power lies in small conscious gestures, pure intentions, and the creation of a vibrant space around and within you. Start by creating a personal altar, however simple, gathering objects that connect you to your essence. Crystals, candles, symbols, dried flowers, tarot or oracle cards. Light a candle, observing the flame as if it were a beacon between worlds. Write in a special notebook recurring dreams, signs, and intuitions that arise during the alignment. For each written word is an energetic seal, a subtle map to decipher messages from the invisible. Allow yourself to bathe in water with herbs or sea salt, feeling each drop dissolve old burdens and prepare the field to receive new vibrations. Guided or free meditations, conscious breathing, and silent pauses before the altar are powerful tools to align with the portal. Charge your crystals under the sun or moon, asking for protection, clarity, and open paths. Use cards and oracles as tools for self-reading, trusting your first impulse, your bodily sensation, not just reason. Remember to invoke spiritual protection before sleeping, asking for dreams to bring revelations and guidance. In this cycle, don't underestimate the power of natural elements. Walk barefoot, touch the earth, feel the water, breathe deeply the morning air, and absorb the energy of candle flames. Every ritual, however small, is a bridge between you and the mystery. Honor the portal's call by practicing presence, listening, and gratitude, and record everything. For when you look back, you'll see that the small practices were, in fact, the great portals of your awakening. Have you ever felt that your mission doesn't fit patterns of exposure, fame, or recognition? There's a type of calling that operates in silence, in the background of the visible world, sustaining forces and harmonizing environments without applause or witnesses. This is the purpose of the silent chosen, souls whose discreet work is vital to the energetic balance of the collective. While many seek spotlights and audiences, you may feel the impulse to protect, heal, anchor, or transmute energies in the secrecy of your daily rituals. Invisible work is as ancient as the first lineages of planetary guardians. It consists of blessing places, purifying environments, sustaining silent prayers, holding the hand of those who suffer without revealing your own tears. It's the craft of those who feel the weight of the world but choose every day to transform pain into balm, sadness into support, conflict into harmony. Often, the universe assigns you tasks that demand hidden strength, whether to protect a family, maintain a home's energy, or be the silent pillar of a group. Don't be mistaken, the universe sees everything. Every invisible gesture, every whispered prayer, every unexposed tear is recorded in cosmic annals and reverberates across generations. Humility and acceptance of the hidden role are rare virtues in times of rampant exposure. Being the silent guardian is, in truth, serving the sacred purely and selflessly, recognizing that the impact of your work goes far beyond what human eyes can perceive. Honor your discreet role. The universe needs those who can operate without recognition, who strengthen the spiritual web away from the spotlight. Embrace the greatness of your mission, knowing that what is done in the invisible often sustains everything that shines on the surface. The silent chosen is the cornerstone of the new era, the anchor of light on which so many lean without realizing. Trust. Your silent work is indispensable, and in due time, life itself will reveal the magnitude of your mission. You do not walk alone. However much the esoteric journey demands moments of solitude, retreat, and silence, there comes a time when the call expands beyond the individual. It's in sharing that awakening multiplies, and in community that experience transforms into a silent revolution. The esoteric circle is the invisible network that supports you when the world feels heavy, the safe space where your signs, doubts, and victories are recognized as sacred. By sharing your experiences, you legitimize your own truth and inspire other seekers to recognize the strength of their own signs. Commenting, recounting dreams, sharing signs and lessons is not just sharing. It's co-creating a living field of energy, capable of crossing distances and dissolving walls. Each story is a spark that ignites another consciousness. Each shared experience a compass for those still seeking meaning in the mystery. Forming study circles, supporting newcomers, voicing synchronicities aloud, all of this amplifies the portal of transformation opened by the rare alignment. Together, we dissolve doubts, activate gifts, embrace uncertainties, and celebrate the extraordinary in the ordinary. The true power of the esoteric community lies in generous listening and mutual support. Here, there is no room for competition, comparison, or fear of judgment. Every voice is a piece of the great mosaic of collective awakening. Strengthen this network. Invite, welcome, encourage the sharing of the subtlest signs. Value the testimony of those still walking with hesitant steps. The more you make yourself available to the circle, the more the circle supports you in moments of vulnerability and doubt. If these words resonated, share in the comments the strongest sign you've noticed in this cycle. Together, we amplify the portal and enhance our awakening. Feel that you belong, feel welcomed and know. By sharing your journey, you become a vital link in an invisible chain that spans times and worlds. We are all living portals, and together we are the mystery itself manifested in communion.